Hi guys. So later today I will be having some, or at least one video today for the Die and Press Ultimate Card Making Today special. When it launches, I will release the video, so you will have a tutorial, not just the previews and unboxings I've been doing. But right now I want to play with this set I had picked up. It's an auto ship that I had picked up. Excuse me, it's this Die and Press Slimline Thankful. So I will have links for this in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. The reason I mention that is because this is now available on HSN. And it's funny, as I was going through all my stuff this weekend, getting ready for my new storage boxes, I ordered, basically I'm going to have 6 of them by the time I get my today's special with the auto ship, just the box, because I have 2 marquees already. And then the ones I ordered, I have ready. I'm ready. I'm waiting for them. And actually, they're already released from Fontana. I might get them delivered today or tomorrow, which is crazy fast. So what I'm hoping is if I do a live tomorrow for Craft Day, they will be here. But a lot of times my UPS people come in a little bit later in the afternoon, so I don't know. But I do have some Crafts Consortium stuff coming in today, so maybe I'll show you guys those things. Like I said, it's a lot of paper and stuff like that. But this is now available, so I thought, oh, cool, because as I was going through everything, I was like, oh, these are the things I've ordered. I haven't tutorialized yet, and so I have a whole like tub of things like that, and I haven't ordered from like Anna Griffin, Diamond Press, Crafter's Companion, which is normally what I get there on HSN. So a lot of fun things to play with coming up, but this was one of them, and now it's available there for purchase, so I'll have the link for you guys. So not Diamond Press, HSN is doing a new thing. It's a $9.95 cart, you guys. So with the shipping is $9.95. It does say that it's from today until tomorrow for the craft event. I don't know if that means they're going to charge you today $9.95, charge you tomorrow $9.95, because when they had the $5 cart and it was over 2 days, they would charge you the $5 on both days. So that's not real clear. I'm reading the words, and it seems like it's throughout the event, but then it says it says per day. So then I'm like, okay. So it's kind of weird. You can read the fine print. I know whenever they used to have the cart that would start like 11 p.m., which is 8 p.m. here in the in California, and then going into the craft day, they would continue that $5 cart, right? Because it was just an hour early, because they would do that. Sometimes they would launch something an hour early, or at least the cart, and then it would go to the next day. I always got charged 2 days, and I would call them, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then they gave me back my $5 because it was supposed to be opened early, not because I ordered one day and I ordered the next day. Does that make sense? So this one, it's hard to tell. So if you guys know anything better than I can read, because I was just reading it, it sounds like they want, it sounds both ways, right? It sounds like it's throughout the event, but then it also says per day, so, or something like that. Anyway, or each day, something, the wording is weird, so I'm like, okay. So it might be $9.95 today, it might be $9.95 tomorrow after midnight, or once. I think maybe you can call them and be like, you know what, the wording is kind of funny, and try to get that $9.95 back if they end up charging you today and tomorrow if you start shopping today, if you didn't get the free shipping over the weekend. And of course, they're launching new items. So, okay, including the Today Special. What I want to do with this one, I already grabbed some papers because I already knew this was something I wanted to work with. And so I want to try out a couple things. So clearly we're going to do this with the insert, the inlay. And then the plaid one also has the inlay. It doesn't cut its own edge, so you have to use the outer edge. Now, we have tons. These are mix and match with any of the other ones that you have from the auto ships, or if you're picking them up individually if you didn't get the auto ship the first time. So I'm simply going to use these guys, and then I'm going to see about the plaid and see if we can, make more of a plaid pattern, a little bit more layered. So what I'm going to do is, I have these 2 colors for this guy. I wasn't sure if I wanted all craft and then orange in the background. Yeah, I think that's what I will do. So, on this one, I'm going to put these 2 together, put some tape, and run them through. Quite simply. And a lot of times when I use the marquee, I don't even put tape. But when it is 2 dies, I try to, because you don't want this to move or shift at all. And then you'll be ending up with a die that popped over another one, and that is not a good thing to do, because that's much thicker, and it's not like foam where it's thick, but it compresses. It's 2 pieces of metal, you know. And I'm going to show, see, sorry, I'm moving off there, we go. Really quick, because I realize a lot of times people aren't familiar, and I think everyone has seen these things and knows these things. Any thin metal die that you want to put in the marquee, as long as it fits in the folder size, will be great. And if you have another die cutting machine and you don't have the marquee, and you don't, you have another thin metal die cutting machine, then use that. I use the Marquee probably 98% of the time. You guys know that. So I'm going to use an old folder that I've already cut into, just because I do get questions about that a lot, very often. Somebody, says the folder's warped, and they warp. Some I have that are worse than this. This isn't too bad, like these guys, but they'll still cut. Like this one, I don't know if you can see, it has a whole divot in the center. They still cut, and they still cut just fine. They will cut for a very long time. I do switch out to like a newer one whenever, sorry about that, pop it just went over that. Whenever I have something that's big and more intricate, I'll try to use a newer folder. It doesn't have to be a brand new folder, but just a newer one. But other than that, you see this one, I just flipped it to the other side and I just cut, and it's perfect and everything's great. So on the orange paper, I'm going to cut just this outside piece. And you can definitely paper piece these. I mean, the pieces are big enough. I'm not going to do that, so of course I don't need any of these little pieces, but if you wanted to, you can do that. I'm going to cut from my, oh, did I get, yeah. I'm going to use this light orange color. Just the outside, because we're going to layer this behind this. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, again, well-loved folder, and cuts perfectly. So these guys I'm going to layer over each other, and we'll use one of the sentiments and, do something like that. Oh, those are so pretty colors. I was going to do just orange, but then I thought, well, let's make it a little more fall, and less maybe Halloween time. I'll use that because it's a fall set anyway. And this other one, I'm going to make more of what I would consider Christmas colors. So let me move these things. I grabbed this red, green, and white. I just wasn't sure how I want to layer this for the plaid, but I think what I'm going to do is all white, just the background, just like that. And then I'll take the plaid part and I'll do a green with the inlay. Again, tape down so they don't move. And then I'll do a red with the inlay, okay? And then we'll layer it up. I'll be right back. So funny, as I'm pulling it out, it's really in there, and the little pieces are falling to sound like tiles. It's so cute. Okay, definitely clean this out before you move on. Where is my brush? Well, whenever I find my Spellbinders brush, I'll clean this out, get all these little pieces out, and then I'll go on to the red one. Okay, guys, so we have this. And so what I was, going to do is obviously put that one, this guy, and this guy, but you don't want them the same direction because then you won't see the other one. So you can turn one upside down, like just this way, and you have this kind of effect going. And then, I was wondering, yeah, so if I turn one around, and I mean the ugly cut side, facing up, you can have them going in different directions. That's cool. So anyway, this one I wasn't actually going to make a whole card out of. I just wanted to show you some ideas. Oh, and then maybe cut a black one and then have the black one going this way behind this one. You know what I'm saying? That would be so cool. But anyway, so I mean, it doesn't have to be fall or Thanksgiving or anything related. I mean, you can make it pastel colors. I definitely am going to cut a black one though. I think that'll be cool. So I'll have a picture for you guys what that looks like. So again, just glue them down. But this one will finish up, and I just realized I don't even have a card base. So let me grab a card base, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I just grabbed some of this paper here. I don't talk about the papers I have because they're just paper that I have in my stash. I mean, this one is like Die Cuts with a View. This is Recollect. No, this is Hobby Lobby. I think this is Hobby Lobby Extra Thick or Heavyweight, whatever they call it. We're going to make a standard A2, not A2, what am I talking about? A standard slimline, what I consider a standard slimline. So I'm going to cut this, it's already 8.5 inches wide. So that's the height of our card, or length or width, or however it is you want to orient it. Why can't I get this out? Hold on. Oh, I actually clipped this in all the way. And, it just depends on how far you clip it in there. You have to actually release it. And usually I don't clip it in that far. So I'm like, why isn't this coming out? Okay. Maxi Guillotine in stock on HSN, I believe still. I'll link that too. I love this cutter. And I'm cutting it at 7 inches. So we're going to score it at 3.5. And I just pop this back in here. Like I said, I usually don't put it in there so well that I have to release it. Alright, sorry. Do I pile things underneath me? I sure do. And that's what you heard right now. My pile was working against me. Alright, 3.5. In this direction. And And this is Scoremaster. I always keep a link for it. It goes to Craft Stash. It might be out of stock on Craft Stash right now. I'm not at 100. Like, I don't check it every day, but I do also have a link for it on HSN. On HSN, it comes with like a DVD, so it costs a little more. And these guys, I'm just going to glue them together, so it doesn't matter right now which way, because I'm going to turn it when I put it on my card. And then I'm just going to cut one of the sentiments from the set with a different orange color to make it pop. So again, around all the edges. I was going to say, ooh, this feels nice. It's a new bottle of glue. I'm running out of this one. You guys remember when I started this one? Not even that long ago, right? I'm burning through it. And then so I pulled out another one just to have it ready, and I reached for that one right now. So again, I try to get glue wherever there's large spots, just so this holds down. And I'll pop it on top of this orange one. And I will be right back. I'm just going to hold it down. I'm going to keep this pretty flat. If you want to pop this up on dimensionals, that would look really sweet. Popped up. I'm trying to see which way I want these pumpkins. Think like this. But I'm going to just glue it down and just pop it on center. Hold that down for a second too. Okay, and I'll be right back. Oops, sorry. Put this aside. So the words we have here are thinking of you. Nice. That's great for all year round. Thankful for you and blessed. I mean, they're all pretty much a year round thing. But I'll put thankful for you. Oh, I might drop shadow it. We'll see if it needs a drop shadow. I'm still. Why am I going to use this extended one? I don't know, but let's just run that through. Let me see how thin the lettering is, how delicate it is, and then I'll decide if I want to drop shadow that. Come on out. There we go. Oh my goodness. You can pop that right in the center. I mean, this can be oriented this way. I mean, whatever is it you want. I wasn't going to do too much. I thought just like a simple thing. Okay, let's do that. But I'm also going to cut it out in green, I think, just so it has something behind it. All muted colors. The same green I used earlier. I'm going to run this through. I was just looking, ooh, I need some lotion. It's funny. When I had done that folio video and I told you guys I have an older video you can check out. It's from like 10, 12 years ago that I redid. Why am I doing that? And I was telling my husband, oh my gosh, my hands were radiant. They were beautiful. It was, 10, 12 years ago. It's, time passes. Things happen. My hands look much younger. Let's see here. So now I'm like, oh, for sure, I got to put lotion on when I go to make a video, and sometimes I forget. All right. So I'm going to glue these together. Again, I'll probably put glue on the back of my hand and pat this into it, and then just pop it on there to drop shadow, okay? And I'll be right back to show you how I do this, because I don't do it pretty much all at once. I'll lay it down, kind of eyeball what I'm doing as I go along. That way you're controlling it a little better than if you just let it do its own thing. And, just kind of eyeballing every little area there. That's probably more of a drop shadow than I normally do. I kind of let it go quite a bit more. But it looks so pretty. And again, I have that glue in the back of my hand, which would help for this next piece, but honestly, this is, when you drop shadow, you have 2 layers, and it makes it thicker, right? And in the width, because of the way they're offset. So I'm just gonna put some glue on here. Oh, I can see that there's, okay, actually it's covered up anyway. The little part of the K, that little dot, is still there, but since it's in the back, you can barely see it. I'll put this here. I'm going to hold that down, and I'll be right back. Okay, and to finish this guy off, I have some pearls here. Around that one. Ooh. I don't know if this particular set is still available, like on HSN, but... Oh, we have green. I mean, there's so many pretty colors in here. I'm thinking to use this golden colors. Just to give it a little dimension. A nice finger bow would be cute. Cute? I don't know what I was saying. Cute is what I was trying to say, but... even these white pearls with your alcohol ink markers, you can color over them, and then it'll be whatever color you choose, and it'll still have a pearlescent look to it. Really cool. And then you have champagne colored ones. Those are very pretty too. Maybe these are too yellow. Maybe I should go. No, I'll go with it. Oh, and while I'm here, this might be odd time. I'm going to switch this out because I need some new gooey stuff here. So I'm going to take this guy out. He is pretty much done. And you know, it took years to get that. I mean, this is basically from when they launched this. So it's been a while. So I'm going to put this inside of here, and then basically you just start screwing it down until it gives you resistance, right? Because now when you're screwing that down, it's going to start pushing this stuff up. So you don't want to go too much too fast because it starts coming up pretty quickly. And that pressure, look, I'm not even giving it pressure anymore, but you see it's still coming up, it's still advancing. Because that bit of pressure that you give it, look at that. And you can even tone it back if you want, but by that time it's already been pushed in, so it's not going to make a difference. So, okay, that's perfect. So you saw I only literally gave it like maybe a half, almost a full twist to get that going. But that's for later. I don't need it right now. Right now I was going to, well, I might need it. I'm just trying to see what I want to do here. I usually do a big guy and then like two little ones. Actually, I will use it right now. Oh. Big guy, big guy, and two little ones. And that's just kind of how I like to do it. Sometimes I do them more perfect. Sometimes I do them in more of a fun way. What I mean by that is like really centered and really kind of triangulated. And sometimes I do it like this, like where this one's longer or farther away than that one. Just for fun. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll have the links in the description box. Again, $9.95 cart. Interpret it how you will, if that means it's for the whole event or per day. Definitely read the fine print. I'll have the links for you, and I will see you all tonight. All right? Have a great one. Bye now.